Do paradoxes perplex you or provoke your thoughts? Ever pondered about the most awesome paradox? Paradoxes, my friends, are a curious beast. These self-contradictory statements or propositions can often challenge our understanding of reality and logic. They are a philosophical conundrum that can simultaneously baffle and enlighten us. They make us question our perceptions and push the boundaries of our intellect. So are you ready to dive into the world of paradoxes and unravel the enigma, because we're about to embark on a fascinating exploration of paradoxical phenomena. The more you try to make people like you, the less they probably will. Sounds contradictory, right? This paradox, known as the paradox of popularity, is a curious phenomenon that many of us have experienced. When we desperately seek approval or affection, we often come across as needy or disingenuous. People are surprisingly good at sniffing out insincerity, and nothing sends them running faster than a whiff of desperation. It's a curious human instinct, really. We're naturally drawn to authentic individuals, those who are true to themselves and comfortable in their own skin. They exude a certain magnetism, a charm that's difficult to resist. On the other hand, when we sense that someone is trying too hard to win our approval, we instinctively pull away. It feels unnatural, forced. So the paradox here is simple yet profound. In our quest to be liked by others, we must first like ourselves. In essence, authenticity trumps popularity. Failure is the stepping stone to success. But did you know, the more you fail, the more likely you are to succeed? This may seem counterintuitive, but let's delve deeper into this intriguing paradox. Failure, often seen as the end of the road, is actually a valuable teacher. Every failed attempt is a lesson learned, a discovery of what doesn't work, and an opportunity to refine our strategies. It's through these lessons that we gain the wisdom necessary to navigate the path to success. Moreover, failure cultivates resilience. Each stumble, each fall, toughens our spirit and prepares us for the challenges ahead. It's this resilience that fuels our perseverance, driving us to keep pushing forward despite setbacks. In essence, failure is not the antithesis of success, but its precursor. It's the forge in which the steel of success is tempered. So, embrace failure as it's an integral part of the journey to success. Ever heard, the more something scares you, the more you should consider doing it? It's a paradox that teeters on the edge of our comfort zones, pushing us towards unexplored territories. My friends, fear is not an enemy, but rather an intriguing paradox. Let's delve into the depths of this paradox. Fear, by its very nature, is an emotion induced by perceived danger or threat. It acts as a signal, alerting us to something significant, something that matters. Yet, it's the very thing that often holds us back. Now, the paradox lies in the fact that the things that scare us the most are often the very things that catalyze our personal growth. By confronting our fears, we break down our limitations. We create opportunities for self-discovery, resilience, and empowerment. In essence, the more something scares us, the more it has the potential to transform us. So remember, fear is not a roadblock but a signpost pointing towards growth. The more you hate a trait in others, the more likely you are hiding the same trait in yourself. Intriguing, isn't it? We're diving into the paradox of traits, a fascinating psychological phenomenon that often catches us off guard. This paradox circles around the concept of projection, a defense mechanism where we subconsciously deny our negative attributes and ascribe them to others instead. It's like looking into a mirror but only seeing the flaws of our reflection, never recognizing them as our own. So, when we find ourselves strongly disliking a trait in someone else, it's worth taking a moment to reflect. Could it be that the trait we despise is something we're denying in ourselves? It's a tough pill to swallow, but understanding this paradox can lead to profound self-awareness. And remember, everyone has flaws, but recognizing them is the first step towards personal growth. Self-awareness is the key to understanding this paradox. In the age of social media, the more connected we become in the world, the more isolated we seem to feel. Isn't that strange? This paradox, known as the paradox of connection, presents a unique conundrum of our modern era. In this digital age, we're more connected than ever before. We have the world at our fingertips with tools that allow us to communicate with anyone, anywhere, at any time. We're constantly sharing, tweeting, posting, liking, and commenting, creating an endless cycle of virtual interaction. Yet despite this global connectivity, feelings of isolation and loneliness seem to be on the rise. Now, why is that? Well, it may be because the connections we're forging online are often superficial. These virtual interactions, while frequent and wide-ranging, often lack the depth and authenticity found in face-to-face relationships. We're trading meaningful conversations for shallow exchanges and genuine connections for digital likes. Moreover, the constant exposure to other people's curated lives can lead to feelings of inadequacy and loneliness, further exacerbating feelings of isolation. The paradox of connection shows us that while we're more connected than ever, we're also more alone. But this paradox isn't necessarily a grim verdict on our digital age. It's a reminder to seek balance. To remember that while digital connections can broaden our horizons, they are no substitute for genuine, meaningful relationships. In the quest for global connectivity, let's not lose touch with our inner selves. Paradoxes, though complex, challenge us to think differently and question our perceptions. They are the inherent contradictions that help us see the world in a new light. They remind us that popularity isn't gained by trying to please everyone. They show us that failure is not the end but a stepping stone to success. Paradoxes challenge us to face our fears and reveal the traits we often hide from ourselves. They expose the irony of our world, where the surge in global connectivity often leaves us feeling isolated. Embracing these paradoxes is not about accepting contradictions blindly. Instead, it's about fostering critical thinking, challenging preconceived notions, and promoting personal growth. It's about seeing beyond the obvious, questioning the accepted, and finding wisdom in the seemingly irrational. So next time you encounter a paradox, don't shy away. Dive in, analyze, and grow. For it's in these paradoxes that we often find the most profound truths.